Is this going to be kind of a quiet few weeks for Notre Dame football recruiting with all these wide receivers now picking schools, or do you see something popping up very soon?
I think we're going to see more activity in the 2025 class from the receivers. Madden Faremo, I think that he's going to come off the board in August. That's the linebacker from California. And I mean, from a Notre Dame standpoint, that's about it. I mean, I mentioned Brandon Logan, the safety from Fort Wayne. I think he might make the final decision on whether he sticks with Vanderbilt baseball or flips to Notre Dame to play football and baseball. But we have a busy recruiting week this week with the Grill and Chill that we'll talk about next, Darren. And then, August, we're just kind of going to get more decisions and then maybe some movement on that 25 receiver board.
Why don't we get you a little grill and chill?
So this is a big event for Notre Dame every year. This is something that Darren, do you remember last August I logged 8 predictions for Notre Dame in the 2025 class? I hit 8 for 8, and most of those guys were Grill and Chill visitors. Like this is an event where Notre Dame is able to get a much better sense about their rising junior recruits and who they're able to land. So we're going to go through 4 prospects, and on Monday, Blue and Gold putting up a story previewing this big event with some intel I'm hearing behind the scenes. Blaine Bradford is a big one. He's from Baton Rouge, so we're talking about Notre Dame LSU recruiting battles lately. Here's definitely going to be another one for Blaine Bradford, nation's number 15 overall player and the top safety in America per the On3 industry ranking, considered an LSU lean, Texas, Alabama, some of the other schools in the mix there. But this is going to be Bradford's, I believe, second or third time coming to campus. And Notre Dame is definitely in a battle for him. Tyler Merrill, an interior offensive lineman from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, number 60 overall player, number 5 interior offensive lineman, Penn State, Michigan, Notre Dame, Ohio State, some of the schools on his list. I hear that Notre Dame is in a good spot for Tyler Merrill. This is a really interesting one. Darren, Thomas Davis Jr. from Matthews Weddington in North Carolina, the Charlotte area. Notre Dame's had some good success recently with recruiting sons of former NFL players. Thomas Davis Sr. played linebacker for like a decade and a half with the Carolina Panthers. Notre Dame seems to be in a really good spot early on with Thomas Davis Jr. And then to help recruit all these 2026 prospects, you do have your prized quarterback commit, Noah Grubbs from Lake Mary, Florida, who committed to Notre Dame June 1st over Michigan, Ohio State. I mean, the long list of schools, Miami, North Carolina, after him. So Grubbs will be on campus to help recruit for the Fighting Irish. So it'll be a big week for Notre Dame recruiting in that 2026 class. And you also have, I believe it's going to be like 8 or 9 commits in the 2025 cycle due in as well for the Irish.
So what type of grade do you give the new college football game?
I'm giving it a B+.
Okay.
There's some tweaks, hopefully some patches that they need to make, but overall, I'm having a blast. It's been a ton of fun for me. Doing on my Twitch channel, I might have choked against Texas A&M week 1, but there's a setting, Darren. I believe it's called adaptive AI, where the computer basically makes second half adjustments. It knows, hey, you're doing this against us. Well, we're going to stop it. And I didn't know that. So I'm just getting cocky, blowing out Texas A&M. They storm back and beat me. But we're learning over here, Darren. We're still having a lot of fun with it.
I assume Steve Angeli's on his way to the Heisman?
I hope so. We'll see.
All right. Tell our listeners, with camp just a few days away, what's coming up at Blue and Gold Illustrated, blueandgold.com.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely going to be the place to be, especially with fall camp just around the corner. So you can get all of the latest recruiting coverage plus all the latest fall camp coverage for just $1 for your first 2 months when you use the promo code UND1. Again, UND1, just $1 for your first 2 months for new subscribers. So please check that out at blueandgold.com. Definitely a lot going on.
Mike, great job as always. Enjoyed the insight. We will talk to you again next week.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you, Darren.